Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Exile 2 Crystal Souls. So, I have some news. In one of my recent off-screen training sessions, I got Scorn up to level 4 priest spells. And while we were in the neighborhood of Formalo, I went ahead and bought her some spells that she can use. So, she is now a fully trained level 4 priest. In order to afford all of those spells, I went and raided the nearby Nepharim and Slith dungeons. While I was doing that, one of the Sliths dropped a ring. I got it identified. It's a Ring of Will. What the heck? We might not actually have to borrow one of these from Patrick after all. I've also gotten a smoky crystal because I do believe that is a necessary ingredient in mind duels. Ability, Smoky Crystal. Very helpful, Jeff. But anyway, now that we have not one, but two well-trained priests, this is actually a pretty good opportunity to explore an area that I have passed by thus far. And that is the Grim Cavern. I kind of thought there might be something hidden in here, but not able to do anything with it so far. The Grim Cavern. Despite our best efforts in Exile 1, it's still generating a few undead from time to time. You immediately get a very bad feeling about this cavern. It's too dark and too quiet. And too cold. Something evil lives here. Ah, yes, we've got the always welcoming bloodstains. It could be your imagination, but you would swear the cavern is becoming darker. Yay, walking through poison swamps, my favorite thing. But yeah, now that I've got two people capable of casting Cure Party, and also Dispel Undead, this should be a little easier to manage. There we go. The darkness is definitely becoming deeper. Well, the long light spell is still holding up pretty well. The air here is icy cold. Frost forms long, delicate traceries on the walls. Okay, now the light spell is going. Oh hey, zombies. Okay, spawned directly on top of a swamp tile and suffered no ill effects from it. I can live with this. The darkness becomes absolute and all-consuming. Ah. I think now I will not be able to get any benefit from the light spell. You find a band of adventurers, unpleasantly killed and well preserved in the icy cold of the cavern. All their valuables have been stripped away. By what, I wonder? Other adventurers, perhaps? Some ghouls? Aha. And this is part of why I didn't come in here earlier when we were first exploring this region of Exile. A magic barrier that I can't walk past. Possibly could have dealt with that with a piercing crystal. Yeah, I heard that footstep. Beyond the barrier, you see a field of slaughter. The dead soldiers before you wear the armor of the Empire, but at least a century old. Many of the frozen bodies have wounds, but many don't. You feel hostile spirits flit through the air around you. Hello. These bodies have not had all of their valuables taken, but then darts and a leather jerkin aren't that valuable. Okay. I could swear I remember this dungeon being larger. The grim cavern of Avernum 2 is certainly quite a bit more intense. You sense there is something dark and magical about this spot in the caves. This particular spot, and you approach it. Suddenly, a wave of psychic energy pours out, making your face sting and your eyes water. The walls of the cave suddenly begin to glow, bathing everything in a sickly, disturbing light. Worse, around you, you feel spirits beginning to stir, coming back to avenge themselves on those who disturbed their rest. After a few moments, the magical wind dies down, and an image plays in your mind. You see Empire soldiers, a century dead, fleeing into this cavern, chased by Slithzerikai warriors. You see the mage leading the band cast a powerful spell, destroying all around, and infusing this cavern with dark magic, and worse, the spirits of those who died here. It is in this spot that the soul of the mage who cast the spell lies trapped, creating undead and wreaking havoc, until someone comes along and exorcises it. Hey, the lights are back on. Did I miss something? I think I missed something, and I feel a little cheated. The spirit of the mage is still here, just as dark and malevolent as before. However, it has no more energy to throw at you or undead to summon. For now. Yeah, wasn't there supposed to be at least a little more of a fight? Can I sanctify? Ah, here we go. When you begin the holy chant, screams echo throughout the caverns. The screams are furious and terrified, appalled at the thought of going into the dark unknown. However, there are also howls of joy, of celebration at finally being released from their grim, cold existence. The howls fade one by one, as they leave the endless cycle of being brought back, again and again, as undead. Finally, not with a howl, but with a pathetic, wounded whimper, the spirit of the mage who unwittingly created this dark place floats up and away. The dark magic of the grim cavern has finally been dispelled. Yay! The cold is still there, and the grim green glow is still on the walls, although fading. However, the dark core of this place is definitely gone. There's still a couple of undead bodies to deal with, though. You know what? Maybe I will take a few choice items here. And stop getting up again. Oh, that was quite a bit shorter than I expected. Guess I will see you all back at the Tower of Magi and see if I got any decent loot. You know how I said I'd see you back at the Tower of Magi? Never mind. I think I found the, spirits that were supposed to be fighting me back in the ghost room there. Stop breaking my narrative flow, darn it! I thought I'd have more use for the Dispel Undead spell, but, guess not? Ooh, ogre zombies. What are you doing here? And a vampire? What the heck? Too bad I don't have the spell points for Bless All here. But I do have Major Blessing. Ha ha ha. Oh, that does no good. Simmering doesn't have a ranged attack either. Three vampires! And a spectre. Two specters. Oh, it does feel nice to be able to do some healing and curing even after Morwen does a Sanctify. Okay, so, that was kind of weird, honestly. I feel like most of those undead enemies would have made a lot more sense in between the discovering and the purging of the ghost room. But whatever. Yeah, this is one area where maybe the remake did it a little bit better. Anyway, perhaps a shorter interlude this time, but I'm going to go to the Tower of Magi, get stuff identified and probably sold, and I will see you all next time. Have a good one, everybody.